guest is Peggy Webber, a very spiritual lady, and she's a spiritual photographer. But her photographs are a bit different to the snaps that we take. Hello, Peggy.
Hello, Paul.
Lovely to see you.
And you.
Peggy, you're what we call a naturally gifted born clairvoyant spiritualist, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
You're born with a gift.
Yes, well, I wouldn't call it a gift. I'm born with spirit.
You're born with spirit. What was your first experience of seeing a ghost or a spiritual person?
It goes back to very early days when I was a child in Ireland, and we all used to play down by the river with our jam jars and catching little minnows and stuff like that. Yeah. And I used to have a secret place in the rushes, you know, the greenery, bushes and stuff that grows on the side of the bank. I had a little secret place there as a child, and my friends would say, oh, we've got to go home, we've got to go home. And I said, oh, don't go home. But they did go home, and I went off to my secret place. Yeah. And I used to be surrounded by these things I used to call magic lights, like flashing, like starlights flashing all over the place. And they were my magic lights, and I always called them magic lights. I used to go home and tell my mother, but you know, it was this year in Ireland. Yeah. So you learn from an early age to keep it under wraps. Right. But my mother was an amazing lady, and she would say, if there was any people around, she'd say, don't be quiet. And when I go home, I had to tell her all about it.
So when did you realise you were different to other children? Or did you think it was part of growing up?
I've always kept it. It's never left me. My little magic lights are now what we call today orbs. Yeah. They've always been with me. So. But
at a young age, did you think all children could see this?
I thought it was a normal thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was a normal thing, and the other thing that happened in those early days, the same time. I remember once when I went to a funeral with my mother, you're all dressed up and she's got you by the hand, and I said, Mammy, why are they all crying? And she said, do you see the lovely box over there? The person from the village is in that box. And I used to say, no, they're not. There they are over there. And they were just standing with their relatives, and they were not in the box. Yeah. Full stop.
Yeah. Fascinating.
It was amazing. When I look back on it now, at that time it was just like a...
So it's we call it a gift anyway.
Yeah.
So it's been with you all your life?
Yes. Yeah, so, absolutely.
So do you work as a medium or a psychic? Or
no.
You don't?
No. I just take things as they give it. I don't class myself as having any power to do anything. I don't close down or open up, what we call it. They're free to come and go whenever they want. And I love it like that.
But you must have brought a lot of comfort to people over the years.
And that does something to my heart.
Yeah.
Because this is what it's about.
Yeah. Giving love and reassurance.
They found a way of showing their loved ones, look, we are okay, and you'll be okay also, or anyone that goes home. We'll all link up again.
So there is definite life after life.
Absolutely.
Now, Peggy, this intrigues me. Oh. You call yourself, or you're known as, a spiritual photographer.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us what...
I never put that brand on myself.
I didn't think you did.
No.
Because I don't think you like labels and what have you.
I don't. I can't stand them. Because none of us, the way I see it, all mediums, whatever way we're given a job from spirit, we're given it in different ways. It's up to all of us to bring it together and give comfort to everyone without any pedestals or...
But having known that you do take photographs...
Yes.
You explain it. What are these spiritual photographs?
Well, they're what we call orbs today. It is full spirit as well, but the orbs are where they all come from anyway. Yeah. And there's so much depth to an orb. The way they travel, the speed they travel at, the lights they can show. One white orb in the sky can show you so many different colours from one.
Because you're interrupting you, I shouldn't do that to a guest.
You're fine.
You take photos of orbs. And I've noticed it's like broken down to different sections, orbs, mist, or it looks like ectoplasm to me.
Yes.
And religious subjects as well.
Yes, oh absolutely. I'm seeing them with my eyes as well as the camera.
Now, can we start with orbs? What is an orb?
An orb is a way the spirit can connect back to the airplane, the way I see it.
Really?
Yes, it's an energy.
So do we all turn into orbs?
Yes.
Do we?
Yes. It's the way we one day will come back to reassure our loved ones. Yeah. It's like my little grandson, he calls them windows. And sometimes he'll come in and he'll say, it's not Grandad in the window, it's another man or another woman in the window. And then he describes them, and I know who they are.
So these orbs, I mean, if you blow up these photographs, you can see faces
If you
inside.
zoom in on them,
Yeah.
people are missing so much, and so many people think they're dust. They need to look seriously at this, what they call dust,
Yeah.
because they've got so many loved ones around them. It's unreal.
So
Zoom in on them.
they come back as different colours as well, don't
The
they?
colours are amazing.
What do they signify, these colours?
The colours now, it's like, for instance, a pink. Like we had an experience last week, and I was asking a lady in spirit to show me, if she was in the room, to give me the colour pink. And this amazing pink orb, instantly.
Yeah.
So I knew that this was female.
Oh,
Or sometimes you get blue for male, or
yeah.
it can mean so many different things. But it's just showing you they're enjoying the connection.
Yeah.
So it's like them in a way, showing off what they can do now.
But you see orbs in your
Oh, I've
everyday...
lived with them
in
every
your
day,
everyday
every
life,
single
don't
day.
you?
Not one day goes. Every single day.
So have you seen any today?
I have this morning when I woke up.
Yeah.
On the ceiling again. I saw them as my last.
So would that be a family relative of yours?
There'll be lots. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
There've been so many relatives, you, me, any of us have lost. They're all there in their little lights.
But people like you can see them?
Yes, I think a lot more people now are seeing them.
See, I'm a medium,
Yeah.
but I don't see orbs. Yet.
That's true. Yeah, no, yeah,
Yet.
exactly. I know. You wait.
You'd have to
Yes.
give me some advice afterwards,
You
I
would.
think, Peggy. But what's the mist you photographed?
The mist is also orbs.
It looks like fog as well.
Yes. You can take a picture and it can be totally clear.
Yeah.
Second picture, straight away, boom, there's the misty people, but they will leave orbs in the mist to show you.
Right.
This is where it's a manifestation of an orb. That's the way I'll put it.
Right. So the orb is like a
Yeah.
spiritual person coming
Yeah.
down and manifesting
Yes.
the mist.
9 years ago, my husband passed away, and I was cleaning the sink in the bedroom, and it was 9:30 in the morning, and the whole room, I couldn't see anything with white mist. Not one thing in the room. I couldn't see the wardrobes. Then it cleared, and there was Tony, standing there with our little grandson.
Yeah.
That we lost. He put the baby down and put his arms out, and I said, "You're home, babe." He was so real. It was amazing. But that was the opening and manifesting like the mist, and out he walked.
So the mist could be manipulated to form a shape,
Yes,
if you like.
yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
So how come is it that you could take these photographs and I can't?
only they know that.
Do
Because
they?
this is given from them to me.
Or could they give it to me as well?
I think you're going to be in for a shock tonight, probably.
I'll have to go out and take some photographs
Yes.
afterwards.
I was going to say something about orbs. When Tony passed away,
Yeah.
we used to come down to Felixstowe a lot. Our favourite walk was along the front for orbs. The orbs used to be astonishing. And we had a favourite place where they used to turn up in hundreds. Anyway, this particular night, we were down there, nothing turned up. And I said to Pat, God, it's really strange they're not turning up tonight. Let's go down to the old fisherman's place, right? And we'll see if there's anything down there. So we went down there and there was hundreds.
Yeah.
The next morning we got up out of bed and the sea had broken the wall where we were half an hour later. So if we had stayed there, they knew we'd be caught up in the sea, so they wouldn't show.
All right.
They wouldn't show because they wanted us to get out of there. They knew I'd move.
Uh-huh.
There was nothing coming out. Imagine our surprise when we saw the sea had broke the wall,
Yeah.
come across and ruined a cafe.
Uh-huh.
We would have been caught up in that. That's why they showed so many down at the old fisherman's place.
Yeah.
Because they knew once they start turning up, I won't move.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So what's your connection to Felixstowe?
My daughter lives here.
Ah, right. Now, you have orbs, you have what I call the mist or the fog,
Yes,
for want of a better word.
yes,
But you also, well, you don't photograph it, it turns up in your photographs.
yes.
Religious items,
Oh, they're fantastic.
because I think it's a tree you photographed, and there's an angel.
No,
that
it's actually, I'm going to say what it is because
Yeah.
I know what it is. It's Jesus. It's the crucifix.
I saw an angel when I looked at
Well,
it.
people will see and they'll what they want to get from it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I know
sure.
it's Jesus. And what had happened, I was invited over by some friends of mine, an elderly couple in Suffolk.
Yeah.
And they said, we'll go to a place called Borley Rectory.
Yes.
I'd never been there before. We went in the middle of the day. And she said, it's a beautiful old church there. So when we got there, the church was locked. I said, it's typical, you know, all the churches are always locked. Took a picture of the building, and from under the door inside, in the middle of the day, was white mist coming out from under the door. And Harry said, Peg, look. He said, did you get that on camera? He said, I've even seen that. Anyway, I said, well, look, come on, let's go home. We can't get into the church. So when you come away from there, we were going to cross a narrow bridge where there's water and the trees. It's like at the back of the church, but I'm not familiar too much with the area. All of a sudden, I said to Harry, stop the car, I need to get out. I need to just get out, Griffey. He said, I can't get you out here, you get killed. I said, Harry, please stop the car, I need to get out now. I'll follow you. Just pull in.
Yeah.
I got out, click, click, back into the car again, and I hadn't looked at the camera until I got back to their house. Anyway, he said, did you get anything after all that? Because Beryl was wanting to get going on all this stuff. Well, when I saw the crucifix, and the second photo, which I've never displayed, it's got 12 people, misty people, on the bank, which I think are the 12 apostles. When you zoom in on it on the big screen, you can see the...
Oh, the stigmata.
Yes.
Really?
And this is an image I saw with my eyes. That's why I know personally it's Jesus.
So when did you first learn you could take these photographs?
The funny thing is, you said that. I've been getting stuff on camera without even knowing I was getting it on camera. Years ago, when I look back on old snaps,
Oh, I
these
see.
little lights. But about, how long is it? About 30 years now.
Have you?
Yeah.
In the days of negatives and...
I've got so many CDs now that I've had things transferred onto, and what do you call these little cards? Memory cards.
Yeah.
Well, I've got thousands.
So you could make a book, couldn't you?
Well, I'm hoping to do that before I'm up there myself.
Yeah. That would be nice if it was made
Yeah,
into
I
a
have
book.
to, because I've been given this from Spirit to do something.
Now, you've been invited to America.
Yes.
And you gave a talk over there.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, my daughter came to me one day and she said, Mum, she said, I've just been looking at the website or whatever it was, and she said, there's a prophets conference, a scientists and prophets conference going on in Palm Springs, you should apply. And I told Pat, I said, forget it, it's America, we're not going to stand a chance.
Yeah.
Anyway, 6 people worldwide got chosen with Spirit Photography, and I got chosen. And my son-in-law came with me.
Yeah.
And we arrived, and I was so naive, Paul. And I said to Kevin, Kevin, let's go down and see where the hall is, you know, thinking of halls over here. Well, we saw this gigantic building. Kevin said, come on, Peg, the plane is still on the runway. I said, we can't go now, Kevin. He said, why not? Because I got nervous as well when I saw the size, the vast size of it. I said, because all the lads are here. I call them lads. He said, where? And I said, they're down by the stage. I took a picture, the whole stage was full of orbs.
Was it?
So they were all waiting. I said, look, I can't go.
So what's your reaction to from the audience to what you said?
Brilliant. It was really brilliant. And afterwards, the way they wanted the chats about him.
Yeah.
And they were intrigued by the clarity of the images.
Now you give talks, you give lectures.
Yeah, I like that. I like talking to people.
You do events, you take people out to different places.
I'm starting to do that now.
So what happens? What's going to happen at least?
What I want to do now, I want to get intrigued. I've got a few things in the pipeline, but I want to involve more people with their cameras. So we'll all go out together and we'll all discuss what each one's getting.
But do you think everyone will pick up something?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Because I imagine your energy would help.
Well, they'll all be there and they'll be helping. They'll know what's going on and they'll know why it's going on.
Yeah.
And I'll always treat it with respect and dignity.
So why you, Peggy? Why do you think they've given you this gift?
I have thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm really pleased they did.
Oh, I bet you are.
It's like I go to a graveyard and all these orbs are astonishing. Like you said before, the colours are astonishing.
Yeah.
And I'm down at a graveyard in the middle of nowhere, at 11:30 on my own. They'll even light the way. Like you might be in the pitch dark going to step over something and all of a sudden you got a circle of light. So anyway, I came back out to the car one night and I said, right lads, if there's any of you here that thinks you're coming to England, forget it, because we're full up. Just talking to them the way I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Took a picture and there they are, all in a straight line, showing me the stay where they are.
Good grief.
Oh, it's just, the connection is second to none. And I hope it always stays with me until the day I die.
So Peggy, you have a website, and
yes.
if people look it up, you've got your photographs on there.
Yes.
Of the orbs, the mist, and the religious things. plus a bit of film of your American trip.
Yes.
More information about Peggy and her work with orbs and her photographs, go to www.peggyrubberspiritlinks.co.uk. Peggy, it's been a pleasure.
Paul, thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thank you.